Okay, Kevin, from an offensive standpoint, what things has the team been working on during this off season?
So on the offense, a lot of the things that we're trying to do is first just get the quarterbacks and the wideouts and tight ends to work on their timing. So whether that be route running or different blocking concepts, they've been doing a ton of that. Then from an offensive line and tight end standpoint, we got to work on identifying different fronts and different run and pass protections so that we understand what we're supposed to do as an offense inside and out. At Tennessee, the noise is going to be turned up a little bit. The fans are going to be cheering and all that. So we spend a lot of the time in the film room with X's and O's, just because if the tight end knows how to block the defensive front as well as the center, guard, and tackle, there's really not that much verbal communication that needs to be going on.
Specifically with the offensive line, are there things you guys have done as a group this summer?
We've done a ton of off-the-field stuff. We take great pride in being a close-knit unit. And so you may see us on Wednesday nights, which was our off day in the summer. We pick a restaurant. Everybody goes to eat together. This is probably one of the not the single most, but one of the most important things that we do as a group, because it creates that unity and that trust. And so then when I'm on the practice field and somebody's slacking off, or if I'm slacking off, somebody can come to me and call me out, and I don't take that personal. I take it as a friend trying to help a friend be better. Then from an on-field standpoint, we've put so much work in this room that it's not even funny. We've spent a ton of time on the chalkboard, a ton of time watching film. So I fully expect us to hit the ground running day one in fall camp.
What are the expectations of this offensive line heading into this season?
Well, our personal expectations are to be the best offensive line that's ever come through Utah State. That's every group's goal. But we feel like we've really put in the work to position ourselves for that type of success. We've got a lot of talent in the four positions returning. I feel like we've got a decent amount of depth and a great deal of want to. We want to go out and shock people. We want to fly to the ball. We want to sprint, push those receivers forward if they get stood up. We want to protect Chucky. That's what we want to do this year.
Do you feel extra burden or responsibility for this group? Because you're the lone guy back that started from a season ago.
A little bit, but then there's other leaders who may not have had that much playing time. But I think Tawny's a great leader. I think Jake Simonich is a great leader. All the way across the front, Bill's done some good things. Joe Summers, even Austin Albrecht back there, and Austin Stevens. We really don't need to be motivated collectively. I think each of us are motivated individually first. And so we all want to be the best that we can be, not only for ourselves, but for the entire unit. And it's really helped us.
You touched on Tennessee. There'll be over 109,000 people there. You're going to be playing at BYU. I know you went to Lone Peak High School. Talk about this year's schedule.
We're playing everybody that we want to play. I mean, you really couldn't put together a better schedule. Tennessee is going to be a really exciting game to open off the season. Then we get to come back home for Idaho State and Wake Forest. So we're playing some big name teams or from big name conferences, and we've got a chance to do everything that we want to do. If we take care of business, I mean, the sky's the limit for this team, and I have really high expectations. I think we can win every game that we play this year.
What's it like blocking for Chucky and then Daryl? I mean, was that? I would imagine that was a little bit of an adjustment.
Well, I think that Chucky for sure is a mobile quarterback. Daryl still has speed, though. He can move around in the pocket. He's got really good hips. So they're both mobile from that aspect. They're moving around in the pocket, which helps us on the offensive line. I mean, if somebody loses a block early. We don't really call plays specific to quarterbacks, so we're still running the exact same style of offense. I think what was the hardest for us was Chucky kind of helped mask some of the other injuries that we had throughout the offensive line, wideouts, running backs. If you look at it, we had our starting running back go down, our starting receiver go down, our starting tight end, and our starting guard. So that kind of made things hard on Darryl because he didn't have the same targets that Chucky did. But, you know, no, it's the same.
Somebody on offense you expect is going to have a big year.
Well, besides Chucky.
Besides
obviously.
Chucky, yeah.
Hashtag Chucky for Heisman.
That's right.
To me, I'm biased. I think the offensive line and I'll go with Brandon Swindle. I think he'll be a good go-to target there in the red zone. I think he'll pull down a lot of fade balls and things like that. So,
Hey, Kevin, do you have a message for Aggie fans?
just come ready to have a great year. We're going to achieve the goals that you want us to achieve. We're going to be the team that you want us to be on and off the field. Thanks for your support. Thanks for sticking with us through thick and thin. And we look forward to seeing you out here in the fall. Go Aggies.